baby. It is time for the Kevin Sutton Show. All action, all the time on ESPN 580 Orlando. I messed that up yesterday. I don't know how. But life is about fixing your mistakes.
Not for Brazil. Not.
Take a breath.
Today in the studios, I got my man, Dr. Phil, and we're going to get into some stuff because I know he's upset.
Why?
Baguettes. France.
France won.
I know, but we're going to talk about some things. If Brazil got knocked out,
what?
You know what's coming next. Because croissants aren't as good as Brazil.
Brazil lost, so they ain't got to play them.
I'm just telling you. So you know who's going to knock them out, though.
Who, Belgium? Look, I will admit, I do like waffles more than croissant. But
well, hold on. Waffles. But we got some cool stuff coming up. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and YouTube. And
not Twitter. It ain't Kevin.
It's not me. It is some guy named Blue.
It's a bot. It's a bot.
It's a robot. And it's going to ask you for nudes. And I promise you, it's not me.
Well.
But I can't even get in the account.
What were you saying before I cut you off? If you win, if you lose, you said something.
What?
Remember when I cut him off?
You really think I remember what I say after I say it?
Yeah. You got to listen to the podcast.
That's where Phil gets me all tied up. Like, you flip-flop on what?
This, and this.
I don't believe it. Oh, that recording? All right. Got you. So...
The Kevin Sutton Show. I'm sorry, Brazil lost.
Okay, she is knee deep in World Cup right now.
I am. All right. So the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pescara, PA, personal injury attorneys. That's right. Have you been in a car accident, slip and fall, or you just need full service legal team? Cruz and Pescara can offer that for you. Call them at 407-841-0200. If you say the code word.
Yeah.
Or you tell them the Kevin Sutton Show, you get the VIP treatment. But really, everybody gets it. So, Cruz and Pescara, where you're not just a client, you're family.
So, the new Burger King Brewhouse Burger looks absolutely fattening amazing.
I had it.
Is it good?
Is it good?
You know how it never looks like what the TV or the picture says?
And it looks like that.
Was it good?
You know, the sauce is actually it's actually made with Budweiser.
That's the part that I don't like.
And it tastes like beer, but it's good.
It has to be Yingling. I wonder who put that deal together.
But Anheuser-Busch put the deal together. But
losers, I'm done with it. I don't even want to try it anymore. I don't even want it.
It's decent.
Nope. Traitor. Don't ask for my Yingling no more, Phil.
No, don't want to touch it.
Today in the studios, I already said, my man, Dr. Phil.
Okay. Today is Friday, baby.
And Brazil lost.
My words of wisdom for you all. Kevin said, make sure to fix your mistakes. One of them, fix your credit. That's one thing you can do that will help your life in the long run.
You got to have good credit. If you don't got good credit,
it's hard to make it.
You got to have it right then and now. That's what it is. But the funniest thing today, I saw a sign off of OBT and
legal credit repair
Lancaster, and it said, "No credit, no job, no social security number,
no problem,
no problem.
It's never a problem."
I was like,
according to the ads.
Hold on, like, don't you got to have a job?
How, Sway? How?
I was lost on that one. So maybe we might be taking back our statement of you got to have good credit. But credit is definitely a good thing. A lot of people don't talk about that. Get your kids involved in it. Let them understand finances. Let them be able to be involved in how you guys do the day-to-day things like grocery shopping, what you do is in couponing or not couponing, how you make the bills go throughout the month. A lot of times people don't realize is that schools have taken that out of their educational programs.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Kids don't know how to balance their account Or a checkbook. Who has checkbook?
I mean, even when I was in school, we didn't do that.
Y'all didn't. I think it was.
Was
it
no?
economics?
Yeah,
Economics.
they were phasing out home economics when I was in 8th grade.
I mean, that class was awesome. I loved it. Like, we had to go and find a job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you had to go in the newspaper.
Yeah, I remember
look it up,
this.
and then you had to submit your application to like 4
Prepare
locations.
yourself for an interview.
And then we did fake interviews in the class.
I remember that.
And then if we got the job, our teacher actually made us call the company
and lie to them and tell them that we're not of age.
Yeah. Like, it was like really, but you know what? That was a great experience for me as a kid growing up. And on top of that, once we did that, we got they helped, we balanced checkbooks. We had to do it for like a whole, I think it was like 2-3 weeks, if not a month. Everything goes by fast as a kid, but it might have been a month because we had to show like what we wanted to buy and how much we spent, and then we had to balance it in the checkbook.
You know who's the best at balancing checkbooks?
Me.
Thanos.
Who's Thanos?
Wow. See, so you got that
Isn't
right.
it Thanos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that right. You got okay.
McDonald's?
No, Thanos from Avengers.
Oh, I don't.
Oh. Who is he? Is he the
The
mathematician?
smart guy, right? With the thing on his head.
Oh.
Is it
Who's
Thanos
Don't
or
worry
Thanos?
about it.
I don't even like the movies, and I know who
Is
he
that a
is.
new guy?
Is he Thanos or Thanos?
It's Thanos.
Cece said Thanos.
It's spelled the same.
Is he a new guy?
But is it pronounced Thanos or Thanos?
It's Thanos in the
Thanos.
movie.
Yeah.
Is he a new guy?
It's the bad guy in the movie that wants to eliminate half of all life.
But then,
with the snap of a
the
fingers.
big monkey guy.
He's all about the balance. That's why I said he's great
big-
at balancing.
Oh, okay.
checkbooks.
The big. I haven't seen that one.
But you even never
seen
mind.
that one.
Never mind.
I haven't seen that one.
Forget it.
And he doesn't even come up in all the other ones except at the end, the last one. He showed up at the end. He's like, you really want to know who he is from that?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Next.
Well, Myra's here.
Me.
Myra.
Oh,
With the ladies' point of view.
All I do is win, win. Dale.
Now, I will say this like you said about Brazil. When Argentina lost, you said it was wrong that Brazil did not cheer for you guys to fight on.
I did not go with the other side. Let's clear some up. I did not go for the other team.
This isn't tea, but it's coffee.
I did not sit there and put on a jersey for the other team. I was not a Johnny come lately, okay?
Okay, got you.
So, I just heard about the game, just watched the game go by. They did their best.
All right,
Apparently their best wasn't enough.
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. But the fact that you did not convert over and cheer for the other team, so you would have been excited if Brazil did win.
I wouldn't have been excited, but I would have accepted it. But I didn't.
Okay.
I would not cheer for the other people.
No cheering for the other team.
No cheering. No
Okay.
cheering. Okay. No cheering.
Gotcha.
Even though it would have been nice to talk to Sam today, but no
Oh,
cheering.
he was upset.
He was.
Yeah.
He should be.
Is that why
Yeah.
he's not working
That's
right
why
now?
he's not. He ran home.
He had to go to church.
He gotta go.
No, I was just talking to him. He's like, I had to go to church, man. I've said
Maybe
so many
because he
bad
was
things.
upset.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say that.
He's at church right now. So praise the Lord.
All right. And there's another guy who's here. And because he's here, we
Yes.
actually went and watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air last night.
On which episode?
The one where Gina's dad came, the
That's
McDougal. Remember the guy
You
from
said Gina.
Yeah, his girl. Oh, not Gina.
Lisa.
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 Where his dad comes into town. And
Yeah.
From the Cleveland
Browns fan,
Yeah.
and even
remember
friends.
we were talking about Cleveland
Oh,
Browns the
yes,
other day
baby.
too.
He's the best friend. Will and him befriend. They want to go to the Eagles-Browns game. He cancels his flight to hang around with Will longer. Will has to try and chase him out of town. He's got to break up with him at the end.
Yeah.
I've seen the show a couple times.
A couple of times, dog.
Couple hundred times.
It was on Nick at Night, and we
Okay.
watched it.
I used to in high school during the summertime, always would watch it Nick at Night, and then it'd be on TBS in the morning at like 8 and 9, and I'd sleep in, so I'd record it, and I'd wake up and watch those.
Recorded on what?
The DVR, bang the
Man, you guys are lucky.
yeah.
That is not a part of a DVR has nothing that maybe a VCR and like trying to program it to record a show when you're not home was very complicated.
I used to do that. Not program when I was at home, but I used to. I have the Colts' first Super Bowl, and I have I think the 2005 NBA Finals all on VHS.
Wow.
Recorded that.
Cece, that's
Old school.
We're gonna interview you in a little bit. We're gonna interview you. I like that. That's pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Awesome, guys. So we're going to go to commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about this junk, smiggity smack, smack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Stay right there, baby. What up? 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 Remember that? Was that Budweiser?
The Budweiser.
Yeah.
Like, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fad for a while.
I mean, their one now is they've always had a great marketing team with the frogs.
What is
the What's
now?
Up? It's the Dilly Dilly.
Yeah, Dilly Dilly.
That's huge right now.
Yeah, it is. It's big.
Dilly Dilly. What?
I mean, that's Bud Light, but Budweiser.
What did it do? What did it do?
What did it do?
Just another term.
Do you don't know who Thanos is? You don't know Dilly Dilly? Do you only watch Fresh Prince on TV? I mean, I'm all right if you do. Like, that's cool. That's cool by me. Well, I'd actually prefer that.
I'm not going to lie. I have been hooked into Netflix.
Yeah.
And so when Walking Dead goes away, I kind of lose myself.
So what are you watching on Netflix?
Right now on Netflix, I do Blue Blood.
Okay.
Then I do
We've seen them all.
Hell on Wheels.
Blacklist.
Okay. Blacklist. Then I do it was called Godless. It was a town.
Okay.
It was actually a true story about.
Right.
Then there was another cowboy movie that was about two families that were against each other. It was Kevin Costner, and I think they should make that actually a whole long series, not just like a one short show.
The Hatfield and McCoy.
Yeah, that was. Did you watch that?
No, I just know the story.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
Yeah,
I got all up into that, and like no one else in the house watches it, so I catch it like 3-4 o'clock at night, and I'll just get into it, and next thing you know, I wake up or realize I never went to sleep.
Try watching some of the Netflix exclusive shows.
The Godless was Netflix exclusive.
Did you watch Luke Cage?
No, I have not. People have asked me like, why they're like, you like X-Men? Why do you take a chance to look at this? And I'm just like,
all of them are good except.
I was never a comic book
Iron
fan.
Fist.
I was never a comic book fan. I had friends that like really were involved in like the Avengers comic books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Marvel and all in between. I would play the video games growing up, but I was not really a super fanatic. I did watch the Avengers cartoons.
Well, yeah. Well, then you should know who Thanos is.
It just didn't click in my head.
I'm not a big superhero guy either. I'm not at all. But I watched Luke Cage because I really enjoy that
the story
the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
And also, yeah, I like his storyline. You know, it's yeah.
Cece gets an invite to the Black People Barbecue.
And then even with
by the way,
with the Ant-Man, I didn't even get into
No,
Ant-Man.
no,
I watched
don't
one
care.
of them because Faith wanted to see it, but I'm really, I didn't even like what.
well,
I
the
never seen him in
Ant-Man guy
Avengers.
is from Clueless. You know,
I never seen him.
Is that what he was in?
Yeah.
The Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Never
was in
seen him.
Clueless, and then he's in another movie where he
wasn't in Avengers.
He's like a gay character, so it's hard to see him as an Ant-Man superhero.
Yeah, I always see him as
Ant-Man.
the funny guy. I always see him as a comedy in all the Judd Apatow movies. You know, he's in 40-Year-Old Virgin. He's in all those things. That's what I always associate his character with.
Gotcha.
And
Makes sense.
Kudos out to Cece. I hadn't been on your wall. You must not be on Facebook a lot.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, time in and out.
Yeah. I was like, you got a smooth page there, man, with your photos. Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah, a little bit though.
I was like, uh-oh.
I've worked that Facebook.
Uh-oh.
Filters.
Cece,
Keeping it relevant.
did you and Sam make a bet? Did you guys make any? Did you guys win?
No,
any
we
money?
didn't. I was rooting for Belgium too. Actually, I wanted Belgium to win that game, but no, we didn't actually. We didn't end up making a wager on it. But you can hear us talk about the game tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the Fan Zone on ESPN 580.
Cool. Now,
That'll be $45.62.
no.
Sam said he'll pick up the tab on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, I love you guys. Anytime.
Victory Casino. Were you able to bet on those games?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can go out on the boat and bet on all of those games if
Now-
you want. They actually, I believe they're showing them out there too, so you can actually take the boat out during the day and watch them out there.
Anytime there's any sports event going on.
Now,
Victory
do they wait?
Casinos-
That would be fun. Nice daytime
they
out on the
wait?
cruise.
Like, do they wait until the herd gets thinned a little bit before taking bets?
Oh no, they've been doing them the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I wonder where I would be because I picked France.
You
in
were
the
actually-
very beginning.
Oh,
You
I put money on Belgium at the very start too, and their odds were great. I mean, purely for entertainment purposes.
yeah.
So you put some on there?
Purely for entertainment purposes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did though.
Yeah, so I wonder what the odds were. Were they?
Belgium was 1,500 to 1.
And so what does that mean though?
It means that for like every $10 I spend, the payout's 150.
Oh.
So I think I ended up putting. I think I put $10 or $20 on them
for them to win the whole thing.
Them to win the whole
know
thing.
So
what-
how much
do you
did
know
you
what
owe
France
for the whole
was?
thing?
France was plus 800,
So that
which would be
means-
for every $8 you bet, you get $80.
Okay.
Okay, so you were actually better off
Yeah,
if yours worked out. What would be your whole payout?
I think it would
In
be.
cookies.
I think I'd get 300 for putting down 20.
Oh, you only put $20?
Yeah. I mean, it's a risky bet. There's a lot of teams in the World Cup. You got 32
Imagine
teams.
if you'd have did 500, dog.
Were you gonna front that 500 to me?
No, my wife doesn't allow me to do that.
Wow. So is France playing Belgium next?
Yeah, France and Belgium are playing next. Will be a great game. Two very high-power offensive teams that have been putting the ball in the back of the net. You got Griezmann, Mbappe, and Pogba on France, and on Belgium you've got Hazard, Lukaku, and you've got Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, it is going to be a fun game. Two teams that have actually been playing the best. I think the two best teams in the World Cup so far have been France and Belgium. So it's only fitting that these two meet. I'd love to see them meet in the finals, but it'll be a semifinal matchup. I think that actually, for FIFA, I think FIFA themselves would probably be rooting for an England versus France final.
Okay.
I bet they will put that together.
So-
well, no, Russia's still in the mix, so who knows what could happen.
Yeah. So Russia's playing Croatia?
Yeah, tomorrow you've got Russia, Croatia, and England, Sweden.
How is Russia still in it?
Sweden's great.
'Cause
I
they've
think they have a
rigged
great
it.
team.
Steroids.
No, mine was right.
Steroids. So Russia has actually run further, run faster, and covered more distance than any other team in the World Cup by a long shot.
He dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
How are they not excluded from this? Because I mean,
because FIFA,
whole
it's good.
country
It's good
is-
for the country of Russia, for Russia to do good. I think that if Russia upsets Croatia, you're gonna start hearing people complain and whisper because a lot of people like this Croatian team. The previous team they knocked out was Spain, and
And the girls are loving them.
yeah,
The girls are loving the Croatia team.
right. And the Spain team is not a favorite team of people, of fans of soccer.
Spain.
Fans of soccer don't like Spain. They don't want Spain to win. They're kind of like the Yankees of the sport.
Like,
so
could you imagine Spain being on the cover of the FIFA 2018?
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Like,
fun.
no one's gonna buy it.
No, it's not fun. So I think them getting knocked out is fun. But Croatia's a team that a lot of people have rallied behind because they didn't expect them to be this good, because I don't think people expect Croatia to have good soccer, the casual fan at least. But
Yeah.
Croatia's actually got a really, really, really good team and a really good squad. So I think if Russia upsets Croatia, I think all hell is going to break loose.
Yeah, and you know, I got to tell you, what is it? England plays Switzerland.
Sweden.
It's going to be tough for England to squeeze out of that.
Yeah,
because-
Sweden's been playing incredible defense.
That's what I was saying. Like, they've
Yeah.
actually been really good. Like, I was kind of impressed watching their gameplay, along with Uruguay. Was it Uruguay?
Uruguay,
I actually
not Uruguay.
Yep, them people. I had liked the way they played.
So there's nobody in the Western Hemisphere.
No, it's a Euro. It's guaranteed all year.
always.
It's only Europeans.
No, it's not always that.
Only European teams are left in the field. Brazil
Yeah.
was the last team.
How many
from
times did
different
Neymar
continent.
flop? I didn't see the games. How many times did Neymar flop?
He wasn't as bad today. I think the internet has finally gotten to him. Because have you seen all
I've
the videos?
seen all the memes, yeah.
have
Those
you seen
memes are
the
harsh,
kids?
bro.
The kids' practices where they're all like doing drills and the coach just blows a whistle and yells Neymar, and all the kids fall down and scream and yell in pain. Some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen.
Does that work though?
Yes.
So what? But the officials know that it's not. Like, what's up with that?
So all right, so here's the inside, like in the way that Neymar plays the game is he's very good. Like this guy is incredibly crafty with the ball.
Very methodical.
Yes.
The way he plays. Soccer.
And he moves so quick and fluid with the ball that you're gonna get caught reaching in the same way you'd reach in on a crossover in the NBA. You know, your hand gets caught in the cookie jar sort of thing. Well, rather than in the NBA, it's not as beneficial to get that foul call, you know, because once you burn a guy in the NBA, you got a clean lane at the hoop. You got an easy bucket. Whereas in soccer, when you beat that guy one-on-one, you still got a lot of field left in front of you. Unless you're in the box or right in front of the goal, you're going to try and draw that foul so you can set up a free kick and get a set piece. 4 out of every 10 goals, 40% of the goals in soccer are scored from a set piece, whether it be a throw-in, a corner kick, or free kick. That's how it works. So your odds are more likely you're going to score if you set up that free kick and get that going. So that's why you see players taking the dives. And in Neymar's case, it's just the fact that a lot of times the player gets caught with their foot in the cookie jar and they end up tripping him, and it's more beneficial for Neymar to go down than it is for him to stay up. Now, the problem is he goes down and then rolls all the way to the other end of the field. and that's where I'm like, all right, man, I get it. You wanted the foul. You got the foul. Just chill, man. Just chill. Get up when the ref calls
remember they were saying the same thing about LeBron James. There's like a whole slew of video clips of him flopping.
Yeah, LeBron is the same. Yeah,
he's great at getting the foul. And
but shouldn't the officials know like that's what they're doing? And
I think
they should be penalized for that.
There's a point where they start saying like, "Bruh, come on now."
There was in that France game versus Belgium today. If you notice, Mbappe, the young kid who's just taken the World Cup by storm, 19-year-old guy who literally,
I think MVP definitely.
He is so fast. Oh my God! I mean, you kick the ball and he goes.
It would be great to see him MVP for FIFA.
It would be fun to see. I mean, it'd be good for soccer too, to get a young face that people can kind of get excited behind, right? And so he was flopping a lot today, a lot, and it got to a point where the ref gave him a yellow card for what they call simulation. when you take it too far and it's too obvious, you get a yellow for simulation, and he actually got one for that today. And almost caused a giant fight between Uruguay and France.
Because even his teammates have no clue if he was for real or not.
Right. That's what can get frustrating, too, because then they end up, if they're possessing the ball and your guy goes down and he's just laying on the ground and hurt, he kicks it out of bounds. Yeah. He just kicks it out of bounds, and then you ruin kind of the flow of the offense sometimes.
Sometimes you don't want to mess up the flow. So we're going to mess up the flow right now and go on a commercial break.
I like
flippity flop.
I like it.
I'm on the ground. Help me, please. My neck.
Injury break.
Stay tuned. Kevin Sutton Show and the crew. My man CC, Dr. Phil, and Myra with the ladies' point of view.
Hey.
Running for Orange County Commissioner, District 3. You know what I hate? When you go out somewhere to eat and they don't know your name.
What?
I want to go out somewhere and they treat me like I'm in, Cheers. Do we have a Cheers here in Florida?
You got a shirt with your name on, Myra's name on at least.
That's right. Hey. He's got his own shirt.
Is there a Cheers?
Coach Kevin.
Yeah.
Where's that?
There's one on iDrive. There's one in Longwood.
Like when you go in there where they know your name, or you have to really like when you go in the door, there should be a host outside of the door and says, "Hi, how are you doing?" And you're like, "Yeah, party of 3." And they're like, "All right, what's your name?" You're like, "Kevin." And then when you go in the door, everybody yells out, "Kevin!"
That's a good idea.
We get a
Cheers.
That could be fun.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
maybe
your
like
name.
a sign pops up above the door.
Yeah,
that
and like
says
everybody
the name of whoever it is, and when that person walks in, maybe all the employees have to yell. Like you walk into restaurants and stuff all the time, where like the employees say something immediately when you get there, right? Like you walk into Chick-fil-A and you've got like 6 people yell, "Welcome to Chick-fil-A."
Like, shut up! I'm just here for a chicken sandwich. Yeah. It's a cult. They're trying to get. Would you like to buy a chicken? Yes, I'm going to buy some chicken. There's nothing else to buy here.
Maybe that's who you should be pitching this idea to.
To Cheers?
Chick-fil-A.
Or Chick-fil-A? Oh, okay.
Where's that restaurant where they're like, welcome to Starbucks.
Oh.
Welcome to Starbucks. Welcome to Starbucks. Welcome to Starbucks.
I feel like Wawa does that too. Like they're really not glad that you're there. They're just saying it because they've seen you come in.
Yeah, Firehouse does it too.
Welcome to Wawa. What?
Yeah. Jersey Mike. A lot of places do that now.
I want to be treated like I grew up wanting to go and hang out in the bar.
What?
Because Cheers. I mean, as a kid, I would come home. I watched Darkwing Duck. I would watch Tailspin. I would watch what would be the Jeffersons. And actually, it started off with MASH. I would come home and MASH was on.
Oh, you like
That's
MASH?
all on Hulu now, by the way.
Yeah,
MASH is all on Hulu.
I would watch MASH, and then Darkwing Duck would come on. Tailspin, and then
Darkwing Duck is the best.
And then it was what's
animated.
the Scrooge McDuck one? I can't think of it.
DuckTales.
DuckTales would come on.
Those two theme songs are the best cartoon theme songs ever.
Chippin' down. You gotta remember them.
That was
Rescue
good.
Rangers.
Yes, Tailspin and Chippendales, Rescue Rangers was good. But no,
Yeah,
Darkwing
that is
Duck.
great TV.
Thank you.
Hurricane here in
Duckburg.
This was mine. Yeah.
Aeroplane hits a
Duckburg.
might solve
You
a
guys are
mystery.
Hey,
Or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo! Oh my goodness, bro! Like I just became 12. Oh my goodness! Look at my wee wee.
Because he always acts 13.
Like I just hope that there's others out there that enjoy that, because there's moments in as a kid when you're growing up. Sometimes I was a latchkey kid, so like
What's that?
where you just there's no parent home when you get home.
Oh,
So like I would come home, either figure out if I was going to do homework or not, and then I would watch my cartoons, make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then figure out what I was going to do for the rest of the day. But I had to get my cartoons in, kind of like my grandma got her soap operas in.
oh yeah.
And then I would either watch a baseball game, because there was always a baseball game on when I came home.
Mm-hmm.
Watch a baseball game or go out to the park. And that is where you start kind of figuring out where you're at. And Cheers would come on in the middle of the day, and getting to see that show was like, Norm was amazing. And like, he just stood in the bar, and, and then you had Woody,
Yeah.
and it's like, it was like cool to drink beer. Like as a kid, you're like, oh, that's what you do when you go to a bar.
Yeah.
You stay in there all day and you drink beer
And complain about work.
and complain
Yes.
about your job and try to hit on girls.
It's very realistic.
So I'm like, that's how it is. And then you get shows that go in through things, and in between you try to find out what life is really about. And then you have, 90210. What is it? 90120.
90210.
And I didn't understand that, not everybody has money like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that gave you a way out of life. And sports did that for me. I got to get involved in doing things. And I think we're losing not only our kids to television and all these shows. There's really nothing to grab onto outside of like Cheers, which was a little off jaded, but just great television, talking about good things, and growing up in the era of where we are. And right now, I have no clue where our kids are at right now.
What's the cartoon morning show now?
Well, they don't have anything.
They don't really have
What
any.
was it? Saturday morning Cartoon
Yeah,
Network.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Mhm.
Like, Unga Bunga. Like, there
Yeah.
was a Captain Caveman.
Yeah.
And,
There's a song by. Have you ever heard of Z-Trip, Murs, and Supernatural rappers?
oh,
Heard
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Murs.
Yeah.
So there's a song by Z-Trip featuring Supernatural and Murs, and it's called The Breakfast Club.
Ah,
And
cool,
it's
cool.
got that theme song that you were just doom 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 doom.
Oh,
doom.
yeah.
It
Really?
samples that, and it's a rap all about the morning shows that you would watch in the
Oh,
order they appeared
need that.
on TV. You should listen to it. I'm sure it would
I
take
need
you
that.
right back, because he goes through literally the
Oh.
whole morning lineup.
There was like really something to look for. I mean, Saturday, and then when X-Men would come on, when I got a little bit
cartoon, yeah.
the X-Men would come on.
Saturday morning for me, it
Oh.
was Power Rangers,
Yeah,
Yes,
I had Power. Yeah,
X-Men.
I kind of hold back, but I was a Power Ranger.
Yeah, Power Rangers, X-Men, and then I would switch over to Nick, and then end up watching Doug.
Yeah,
the
Doug is
classics.
crazy.
Yeah, the Nick classics.
Yeah,
I was growing up when Digimon was big.
Digimon. What is
Yeah.
Digimon?
Digimon was Pokemon Light.
Yeah,
It's Pokemon.
yeah.
So,
I grew up
what
in
are
that
you,
like
CC?
heyday.
How old are you?
26.
26. Okay, yeah, man, I was already an old man by then.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. I was already old. All right. So, Cece. So I never knew you were like so passionate about soccer before. Like I've never heard you like
Oh
actually-
yeah, I've played my.
Sam
I
normally
played my
talks
whole life.
a lot more
Yeah,
when it comes to like the soccer. So I know like
Yeah.
Sam's really into it, but I did not know that about you.
I actually walked on to my college soccer team, a Division I soccer team, and broke my foot the first day of practice.
No.
Stop.
Yep.
What?
Had to go through the NCAA, like everything. Had to fill out all the paperwork. Like was technically a Division I NCAA athlete. And the very first day of practice, I broke my foot.
How? Like what happened?
A guy I sent a cross in the box. The guy slide tackled me late, and just the way I
the cleat
bent.
didn't give.
Yeah, just the way I bent my ankle. Instead of like a ligament tearing, it
Yeah.
like popped a side of bone off my foot. And they thought it was just a mild sprain, so I walked around on it for a while.
Made it worse.
And it made it worse because that ligament pulled on that bone with every step, and rather than heal, it just pulled it further away. So after my freshman year, I kind of realized how much fun college was, and I could see what the players had to deal with and the commitment they had to make, and like, more power to them, great for them. I was only a walk-on. I wasn't going to be going pro in soccer. I didn't have a body for it. I just worked hard and made my way to it, and I was like, I can either work my ass off all year long to sit on the end of the bench, and for 4 years of playing this soccer, and maybe get on senior year in like a senior game or something like that, or I can repeat what I just did my freshman year and have a lot more fun and just play like club soccer and intramurals, and that's what I did.
CC.
I regret nothing.
That is absolutely bananas. So, because I was listening to you, and it's like there's always one thing I always talk about sports commentators. You studied the sport, you read all about it, but you have no clue how to play it.
Yeah,
and that's very frustrating to me. But when you see the players, and this is why the like Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley's are getting more than before, because we never had professional athletes as commentators the way that we have now.
No. Oh yeah, no. It used to be.
I think it gives you a different aspect, because like when you listen to Shaq, let's take away all the rings. I mean, because let's just do Charles Barkley. When Charles Barkley speaks,
we don't need to take away any rings.
I don't have to take any away. When he speaks, you get that inside. You flash back to seeing him as a kid or seeing him as an adult play, and he knows what he's talking about. You've seen him on the court, the hard times and the good times, and it's like you can it's giving you a closer connection to it.
Yeah. And
that is what I think is driving the sports network. Like Stephen A. Smith, sometimes he gets on my nerves.
No.
It just
dude,
it's just annoying. It's
him.
He yells.
What do you mean you can't say that? That is Stephen A. Smith, the godfather of talk radio. What do you mean you're going to stick a Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, I think we can just say more than just gets on your nerves, man.
But I'd rather listen to Shaq.
The game, and then what I do, he just wants to, and then I slammed it up, and then the Shaq, and boom.
I'd rather listen to that.
Yeah. No,
all day long.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I mean, it's a job that, like you said, was not really cut out for, not cut out. It just they were never tapping that resource. You know, it wasn't until, I don't know who the first one was, but eventually it got to a point where you were getting former players and stuff. Now it's a job that almost exclusively goes to former athletes, and it makes the broadcast much better.
Who were we talking? He was from, I think he played for the Packers during the David Moss Celebrity Golf Tournament. We got to meet.
Fred Stokes.
No, it wasn't Fred Stokes. I mean, well, Fred's been doing a show lately here, but he's busy trying to sell his sausage, so he doesn't really have too much time.
And he literally is. It is
Fred Stokes Sausages from the Washington Redskins. If you're ever looking for great sausages, go to Fred Stokes Sausages on Google. You'll find all the locations that still sell them.
And listen to the Fred Stokes Tailgate Show here on ESPN 5.
So he's still doing that on? Is that the Sunday show?
Yeah, he does Sunday 10 to 11. But he's actually out at the race tomorrow from 2 to 5.
He goes everywhere.
Yeah, he's on 3 hours tomorrow, 2 to 5.
Guy travels all around the country. Following sports venues and stuff like that, but they used to be sold at not Smoky Bones, at Sonny's. Whenever you would get the sausage from Sonny's, the smoked sausage, that was actually Fred Stokes sausage. And then a couple years ago, they just said we're going to make our own. So
you're gonna do Fred like that?
You know what they did? They got the secret ingredients. That's why it's Fred Stokes watched SpongeBob. He would have known that you got to hide the secret ingredients.
Hide the secret ingredients. Never, ever let the Krabby Patty recipe go.
Don't let this go. But hearing you speak, it actually made me more interested in soccer.
Good,
hearing your explanation of it all. Because I've never been explained. I've watched the game a couple of times, and I'm like, okay, this is all right. But, it never gives you that whole. But I do get excited during the World Cup. It is nice to watch it with Maya and her dad, one going against each other, because she split because her dad's Colombian, her mom's Argentina, so she loves Argentina more so because her mom was really huge into soccer. Yeah. So two parents, opposite teams.
Well, she was probably going around during the Maradona ages.
Yeah,
right?
that's
when I was a kid, I met Maradona when I was 10 years old.
So let me let me ask you this about Maradona, because this interests me. It's funny how here in the U.S., when an athlete kind of gets mixed up in law and all this stuff and has like a blemish and everything like that, like people love to hate LeBron James, whereas he had the most perfect off court. I mean, great family man, all this stuff. We've talked about it before, and yet you look at a guy like Maradona, who has Maradona, who's had issues with cocaine. He has had women domestic violence issues.
Well,
he's still
to be that good.
But he's still heralded as this almost godlike figure.
Hold on,
Mayweather. I feel like a lot of people are kind of souring on Mayweather. I feel like there's a lot of people that kind of go either way, but universally accepted. Maradona.
Okay, you know why? Gotcha. Because he brought a World Cup to the country.
Yeah.
You know. Really,
but not to America.
I know, but he was like the little runt who made it. You know what I mean? It's like the guy that really wasn't meant to make it. He wasn't the most polished guy out there.
Right.
He was very real, and I think even in today's society, we love a real guy.
Yeah.
You know, and he
was a blue collar. He was blue collar.
So I think that exactly he was a blue collar guy who made it, and I think. Messi's story is the same. If you actually look,
but Messi's not all torn up like
I know,
this.
But but let me tell you, but he hasn't brought a championship. But when you look at what Messi came from, where his parents gave him to Barcelona just so he could get medical services.
Well, he's given championships to other teams.
But Kevin, I'm talking about bringing it to his country. Yeah.
Hey,
we love to love the little guy. You know what I mean?
But that's what makes soccer so special all at the same time too, and like that's why. I think people in America don't really understand the gravity of how big soccer is outside of this country. Yeah.
Like when we say, they're the Super Bowl champions, so they're world champions. Like, that we're the only country that truly plays football. I mean,
Ray Lewis won a Super Bowl, completely flipped his look around, became a preacher, and did all that stuff, and yet people still reference that Ray Lewis might or may not have probably killed a guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And a lot of people still don't like him for that exact reason. And he won a Super Bowl, but yet you win that World Cup. I mean, you literally are a god.
You are. It's true. You are.
Wow.
Hey guys, Fact or Fiction when we come back.
Yes.
Fact or Fiction. Is Ray Lewis the guy that possibly killed somebody?
Yes.
Stay tuned. The Kevin Sutton Show and the crew. Man, I really dig that with CC. I got to have a beer with CC. Sitting in Cheers. And I'm going to make sure they call out our names before we go inside.
I'm for it.
Down with that. Can you find me Cheers, Phil? I need to speak to the general manager. Stay right there. This is Kevin Sutton Show.
Man, me and Kevin are just reminiscing over this great animated duck shows. We were just humming the Darkwing Duck theme.
Too much. And we also want to remind our listeners the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pescara, PA. Maybe you already have a case going on and you need someone to review your case. Like a second set of eyes. Make sure everything's going right. Cruz and Pescara, they offer free case evaluation. That's right, free case evaluation, no strings attached. Give them a call, 407-841-0200. Office is downtown Orlando. You can go to our website, kevinsuttonshow.com, and click on the link. And remember what he said? I for law yours. That's Cruz and Pescara. Me.
Myra.
Yes.
Kevin. CC.
It's that time. Fact or Fiction Friday.
Yes, it is, folks. Fact or Fiction Friday. That means today, the Kevin Sutton Show crew, you are all detectives. I have 4 athletes and celebrities.
I don't know anything about Isaiah Thomas, all right?
Okay. I have 4 athletes and celebrities that I've picked and written stories for. Most of these stories are not true, but one of each, it's true. So it's your guys' job to discuss
I'm ready.
What's true.
Let's do it.
You ready for the first athlete?
Yes.
Hit me with it.
All right. This is Kevin and Myra's neighbor, King Griffey Jr.
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Fact or fiction? King Griffey has a huge motorcycle collection. He has over 200 bikes. Fact or fiction? King Griffey Jr. is related to actor Danny Glover. Or fact or fiction? He had his own chocolate bar. Kevin. Pick the truth.
I'm going with Danny Glover.
All right. Myra.
How many bikes did he have?
Over 200.
Motorcycles?
Mm-hmm.
He had a candy bar.
All right, and CC.
I feel like if it was Bikes, you guys would know it if you're really his neighbor. Which
We're not really neighbors.
He's like 3
He
houses
doesn't
down.
know.
Close enough. I'm going chocolate bar too.
It's the chocolate bar.
The Griffey, what was it called? The Junior?
It's called Junior Bar. Yeah.
It didn't last long.
No, it did not. Only 1989.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw him play in Cincinnati once. Got his jersey and everything. I was so excited. One of
Oh,
my favorite
nice.
players ever.
He was actually
My favorite
really,
player, yeah.
really talented. His dad, there's not often where the father and the son are like amazing. sport
anything,
athletes.
anything.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
really
Our
cool.
next athlete is Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray
Amazing.
Leonard.
All
the
right.
original Floyd Mayweather.
All right, fact or fiction? Sugar Ray Leonard, his real name is Ray Charles Leonard, and he was named after the singer Ray Charles. Fact or fiction? His 2 brothers were founding members of the Black Panther Party. Or, fact or fiction, he earned 4 gold medals. Myra.
Sugar Ray, 4 gold medals.
All right, CC.
I'm going 4 gold.
I'm gonna go with 4 gold medals. I remember he got beat though
Probably
once
was like 2.
by the one Spanish fighter that I can't
4's a
remember his
lot,
name.
I know,
actually.
4's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
The truth out of this is his real name is Ray Charles Leonard. He was named after Ray Charles, the singer. He only has 1 gold medal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because he switched over.
Well, yeah,
Switched
4,
over.
after he won
it'd be 16 years.
Yeah.
So that was
After
that was
he won the
foolish
gold
of us.
medal, he retired from amateur boxing. That's
Yeah.
where he became
Yeah,
pro.
And then
that was stupid of us.
All right, guys. Our next
Didn't even put that in.
person
I
here,
know.
The Undertaker.
Mm.
All right. Fact or fiction? He appeared in the Hulk Hogan movie Suburban Commando. Fact or fiction? He never won a Royal Rumble. Or fact or fiction? He has been married 4 times. Cece, do you know anything about the Undertaker?
No.
We'll take a guess.
I'm going to guess he never won a Royal Rumble.
All right, Kevin
I'm going with that.
and Myra.
Married 4 times.
Hulk.
Yeah.
He
He's in the
appeared in the Hulk Hogan movie
movie.
Suburban Commando. This is I think that movie came out like in '89.
Are you
All right.
stuck in 89 right now?
All right, our last person, since this was the week of the 4th of July, I picked one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin.
All righty.
All right.
All right, fact or fiction? He was the first to sign the Declaration of Independence. Fact or fiction? He helped create the first fire department. Or fact or fiction? He was an amazing inventor. He helped create the first real dentures. Cece,
Fire department.
Kevin,
Dentures.
Myra.
First to sign.
Okay.
And Frank Douglas.
Okay, the fact out of
was the
this
first
one,
sign.
he helped create the first fire department.
I knew that one.
John Hancock was the first to sign the
I knew that from
Declaration.
John
Mr.
Hancock, but there was
Reset.
actually I gotta get Frank Douglas was one of the first ones.
But yes, guys, that's fact or fiction. You guys can
He actually was the
Hashtag
first
it.
African American president.
interesting.
A lot
Why?
of people forget that. A lot of people forget that. But then they changed it over when they actually signed the Declaration
Yeah,
of
right. When
Independence.
when George Washington
Yeah.
actually became they deemed it the first
Yes.
president, but
But he actually was.
yeah,
the
he's
first.
right.
Oh, so was it taken from him?
we lost plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, what's different? Nah, I'm just messing around.
Jeez.
Well, guys, you can hashtag that on our website. Hashtag
Hashtag it was taken. No.
Fact or fiction, baby.
Man, that was a good one. That was a
I
good
think
one.
Cece
today.
was the only one that got one right.
We got chocolate. Me and Myra
chocolate
got
bar.
chocolate
Okay,
bar.
okay.
I know, man.
Did
You're
I
trying
get
to take
all
everything.
of them wrong today?
I need to keep score.
I got all of them wrong.
We need, we need to do all the segments that we do. We need to start keeping score.
Like
Who
we
cares?
used to. Like
Yeah,
I used to, because I had
we
the
di-
championship.
We didn't, we haven't played hot seats since we've been on this station. So I think we need to bring that back.
Or and hear me out. We go over to Ken Griffey Jr.'s house and see if he's home.
Yeah. How about that?
Just throwing that idea out
How about
there.
that?
I think that's where we should have our beer, Kevin.
His RV is awesome.
It is.
He has a huge
Does
RV.
he? I
Yeah.
saw him once at Top Golf here in Orlando.
Oh, yeah?
Actually,
Did you
I
talk
haven't
to
gone
him?
to Top Golf.
No, I
Did you enjoy it?
kind of walked by and gave him a nod wave, and he just kind of was like,
You feel kind of creepy.
yeah.
Like,
Why?
I love you. Oh my gosh, I love
know,
you.
right? Yeah. I can't be that person. I'm in the media now.
I
can't
heard
be
you
the-
have a huge.
I'm in the media.
I can't. Yeah, you know, it's a bad look. Yeah,
I still have your chocolate bar.
that's yeah.
That would have been. You know, I still have the Shaquille O'Neal Pepsi version with him on it. The
Oh, really?
Shaquille O'Neal Pepsis. And I went,
Burpsies.
I went to an event and Kevin's like, take him and get him signed. I'm like, I'm not taking that. I look like a nut showing up there.
No, I bet Shaq would love to sign something like that.
You know, like bringing it back.
Hey,
Back.
All right, I'm
my
pulling
music
it
video?
out of my purse.
Yes. Let's
Shaq,
do
take
it.
this flat Pepsi right here. And
Better
sign
yet,
this.
let's take it to Griffey's house. Have him sign it.
Yeah. Kevin, let's get out of here.
Hey, man. I love you guys. Keep on doing what you do. And hashtag take it away. No. Go to the Kevin Sutton Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And you can see all about us and follow the antics on the day-to-day basis. Love you guys. CC, Dr. Phil, Mara with the Ladies Point of View. Check us out all day, every day. ESPN.